What's good, everybody? New episode, Trill Bill and Blanco Show. I'm Blanco, Trill, Willie. We got our flat foot friend, Cheeseboro, Cheese, call him whatever you want. He got flat feet, flat top. Today, we got two topics for you guys. This past weekend, college football title games going on. ACC, Big 10, Big 12. Playoffs are coming around. We got Alabama versus Clemson. Rematch part 3. It's not a national title. It's a semifinal game, but we're going to talk about that. We got Oklahoma versus Georgia. Can Mayfield contend against an SEC defense? And then to end the show today, we got best of all time when it comes to basketball. We're talking about LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, John Stockton, Kobe Bryant, all these people. Name whoever you want.
Magic Johnson.
Other than that, we're going to start off the show today, college football playoff. So as this past weekend we saw, Alabama got in. Ohio State beat Wisconsin. They were left out. Oklahoma demolished TCU. Georgia proved again that that maybe it was a fluke win again that Auburn had. They beat them. Now we got the playoffs set. We got Clemson versus Alabama. We got Oklahoma versus Georgia. Trilbo, your thoughts, your picks. Who's the national championship?
Oklahoma versus Georgia in the Rose Bowl is going to be great because you got two different offenses. You got Baker Mayfield. They're going to put up 600 yards, and they're going to get 30 points regardless. Don't matter who they playing. Then you look at the other side at Georgia with Jake Fromm from State Farm and all these running backs they got. They deep over there. They got 3 running backs. So Chubb go out, Michelle come in. Michelle go out, Swift come in. Swift come out, Chubb go back in. Then they got Evander Holyfield's son as the 4th string running back. He biting niggas' ears. So we just gonna keep it moving from there. On to the Alabama-Clemson game. Alabama ain't standing no chance against Clemson this year, honestly. Dabo Swinney is a better coach than Nick Saban. I'm ready to say it. He's a savage. He gets the savages to Clemson. They got to slide on campus in the locker room. Who needs a slide?
Necessary.
We gonna move on to Chloe now.
All right, so I think you're being a little biased to Nick Saban. I don't like Nick Saban at all. I'm a UF fan for the Gator all day. I don't like Urban Meyer either.
Okay.
But, I mean, you can't count on Nick Saban. Yes, they lost to Clemson last year, and they almost got left out of the playoffs this year. That's why I feel like Nick Saban's coming. I still think Clemson's going to win, but it's going to be a good game. I wouldn't be surprised if Alabama beats Clemson just because of how Alabama got in and everyone's doubting them. Everyone thinks they're underdog now, but it's Alabama. They've been the best team in college football since Tim Tebow left in 2009. Yes, I'm going to say Tim Tebow, best for another day. Best ever. Other than that, so I got Clemson beating Alabama, and then Baker Mayfield, I think he's the truth. They, little Johnny Manziel, 5'10", white quarterback moving around, Heisman Trophy winner probably this season. But I still take Georgia over them, and I think it's Clemson versus Georgia, and I think Clemson repeats. Other than that, what do you think about that, Cheese?
I'm gonna disagree with you on the Oklahoma-Georgia game. I do think Baker Mayfield is the truth. He is playing the SEC defense, and that offense on Georgia is nice, but I do think Baker Mayfield is gonna lead them to the championship game, where they probably will play Clemson. And then if they play Clemson, I think Clemson's defense is too fast, strong, everything. I think Clemson is an all-around team. So as long as they can get past Alabama, which will be a test.
That's the thing. Alabama, Jalen Hurts is iffy, but it's Alabama at the end of the day.
It is Alabama.
You can't
You
count
can't
It's a
Alabama.
first-round defense.
Can't count them out.
Every single person on that defense
everybody.
is going to the NFL.
So
and they become a 95 overall on Madden in a year.
Immediately.
Easily.
Off rip.
No, so you can't count them out. But I think I got Clemson, Oklahoma.
And other than that, some other bowl games. We got, who else do we got? We got the Orange Bowl. We got Miami going against, who are they going against again? Wisconsin. That's going to be a good game for defenses. But other than that, their offenses are nowhere to be found. It might be a little 10-7 game. I don't know about that. Then we also got another good game to watch out. We got USC versus Ohio State in the Fiesta Bowl. That's going to be a good game. Both of them feel like they got left out for the reason they both conference champions, but
Exactly.
Alabama gets in. Another point Stephen A. made today on First Take. Auburn beat Alabama, but they got left out. Yes, they have 3 losses, but they beat Alabama. I think it's just the committee, because Alabama's been there since the playoffs started. They've been the best team for a good 8 years. That's why they got in, honestly, because their schedule was not strong at all this year. Ohio State was better, USC was better, Auburn was even better. Auburn beat Georgia and Alabama in 2 out of the 3 weeks. But other than that, we're going to see come January 1st and January 8th who's the best in college football.
They only played 2 top 25 teams this year. Well, 3 technically, because they play FSU the first week. But besides that,
FSU.
they
Oh,
played
go
two
no.
two
6
top
to
25
6. Oh
teams.
no.
No,
That's
that's not
another
good.
day. That's another day. Other than that, wait. Before we move on from that, everyone's talking about UCF. They're undefeated and all that. They don't play. I understand that they're in the Conference USA, but schedule some opponents that are in Power 5 conferences. You guys can't be
SEC
12-0
team,
playing
yeah.
teams like Memphis and all that and expect to go to a game. You guys go to the playoffs this year. No offense to anybody that's a UCF fan goes to UCF. You guys are losing by 30 plus points.
Easily.
If you guys would have probably been on 12-0 and played maybe like someone from the ACC, someone from the SEC and the Big 12 or just something like that, maybe I have no
Just
problem.
three of
You
them.
guys would have gotten into the playoff, no doubt. But you guys have your strength of schedule is weak. There's no you guys aren't playing anyone strong, so that's why you guys got left out. Because I'm seeing a lot of people on Twitter mad because they're ranked like number 10. Well, look who you guys are playing. You guys aren't playing anybody brave. That's the same thing. Remember, what was it? Was it Boise State?
used to go
Boise
through.
State. Boise State
Always
didn't. They
undefeated.
put, but see, Boise State proved themselves. At the same time, I understand maybe UCF deserves a chance, just like Boise State did that one year that they played against Oklahoma and they did win. But that's for another day.
Another thing is that Boise State used to go out and actually schedule like out of
they used to
conference
play.
opponents.
Yeah, they would play.
The
tough.
year they played Oregon and LeGarrette Blunt knocked the
Exactly.
dude out.
Oh my
They
God.
beat Oregon in that game pretty good.
Mhm.
That was why LeGarrette Blunt was mad.
Mhm.
So they go out of conference and Boise State plays these teams. So in order for these out of Power 5 conference teams to make it to the playoffs, you got to have a strong strength of schedule.
Yes, sir.
You got to play some of these SEC, even if it's a small SEC team. Just pick a SEC team because it's still a SEC team at the end of
Yeah,
the
no
day.
matter what, all they have to do is play maybe one SEC team, literally one SEC team. Schedule a game
LSU.
again. It could. The SEC was weak this year, but it's
It's still
the
the
name
SEC.
SEC. That's NFL first round
Exactly.
picks all over the place.
Exactly.
Other than that, moving on to that, this is the best topic of the show. Best of all time. When it comes to basketball, we could mention anybody. You can mention people playing now. You can mention Bill Russell playing against 6'7" centers. It don't matter. So we're gonna start it off with Cheese, work my way to myself, and then Willie, and then the show we will wrap it up and see you again next week. So let's hit it.
All right. So number one. Well, we're going 5-1. I'm gonna go 5-1 actually. 5. I got Tim Duncan. 4. I got Kobe Bryant. Number 3. I got Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Number 2, LeBron, the King James, and then number 1, best of all time, in my personal opinion, is Irvin Magic Johnson.
What?
Irvin Magic Johnson. He
How?
got all. He got
Please
all
tell me.
He got everybody involved on his team. All his averages. He averaged over his career 19 points, 11 assists, and 7 rebounds. He shot 52% from the field throughout his whole career.
You mean he hit 52% of his layups? The man don't shoot.
He did
The
shoot.
man shoot
Magic-
with his elbows.
He
Exactly.
took
Yeah,
mid-range
shoot.
jumpers and sky hooks.
He got
and
no
layups.
mid-range jumper. He got the sky hook and the
And
layups.
that's it.
That's it. That's all he got.
Michael Jordan only took mid-range jumpers too. He wasn't a 3-point shooter. Michael Jordan took about 1, maybe 2 3-pointers a game. 1 point something. Nah, not gonna get it done.
So that's what you gotta say about
I
Magic
gotta
Johnson.
say Magic Johnson led the league in assists for 4 years. He averaged 15 assists in the playoffs twice. Got 5 rings, only 1 less than Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm. With
He's-
the best scoring center of all time.
Okay,
And
he
James-
didn't have him
and
his whole
James
career
Worthy.
though. He didn't have him his
And
whole
Byron
career.
Scott.
Though. Yeah, he had players, but Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Steve Kerr.
Okay, I see. Okay, so you done now?
Yeah, no, Magic Johnson.
So you got Magic
5th in
Johnson.
assists, Magic Johnson.
See who that is? You see who that is, right? You already know who my player is. LeBron James. LeBron James is the best player ever. I don't care what you gotta say, bro. He could die right now. Rest in peace to his soul. And he's still the best player ever. He could retire right now. He's the best player ever. Let me go down this stat line. 2002, he was marked as the chosen one. 2003, got drafted by the Cavaliers. Won Rookie of the Year. Put 25-5 up. Since then, 14 years later, he has not averaged less than 25 points a game. His second year in the league, 25-7-7. Those are his averages. You can't stop him. Keep it going. What else? One Rookie of the Year. Youngest player to score 40 points. Youngest player to score triple-double. Obviously, Lonzo took that now, but still. Youngest player to score 50 points in a game. The list keeps on going. He was the youngest player to win an MVP. His averages are out of this mind, out of this world. He averages 27, 7, and 7. He's averaging right now today in this season 28, 7, and 7. He's not going to stop. He's going to finish with his career maybe 40,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. He could 3 rings. I know people are talking about the rings, but if we're talking about the rings, Bill Russell's better than everyone. Robert Horry has 7 rings. He's better. So what, you're telling me Robert Horry is better than LeBron James? 3 rings? LeBron, I understand 3 rings, but it don't matter. Larry Bird has 3 rings, and you guys think he's one of the best players ever.
Yes.
And I like Dirk better than him. I like Dirk Nowitzki better than Larry Bird. You can't stop Dirk. You know, he's just like my best friend, Kristaps Porzingis. He's coming up too. He gonna get his ring soon, but that's another subject. But other than that, LeBron James, you can't stop him. You telling me Magic Johnson makes his players the players around him better? So does LeBron James. And the thing is, LeBron James can score the basket, driving in, shooting mid-range, shooting hook shots, shooting with his left hand, shooting with his foot, shooting with his ear. All he has to work on literally is his free throw. That's it. That's all LeBron James has to work on are his free throws. Everything else he does. He could go to any team in the NBA right now and take them to the conference finals. You could put him on the Pistons, conference finals. Let's go to the West. Put him on the Suns with Devin Booker. That's conference finals. Maybe he might get stopped by the Warriors because they don't have that much firepower. But you put LeBron James on any single team, he's making everybody better. He makes it. Look at J.R. Smith. Where was J.R. Smith in New York? I'm a Knicks fan. Where was he? Drinking the Henny. Let's drink the Henny. J.R. Smith. Come on, look at him now. Look at him now on Cleveland. All these players, you wouldn't think Kevin Love was one of the best power forwards. He comes here, he starts playing bad. Now look at him, playing great. Get rid of Kyrie, LeBron James. You know, probably have a little side talk. You know, things that we don't see as fans and people that enjoy the game.
Definitely.
LeBron James, best player ever. Never changed my opinion about that.
True.
I'm going to just start off by saying this. It'll be real easy. 6 rings. That's it. 6 of them. We actually wear these man's shoes in public. We actually wear Jordan shoes in public. Don't nobody wear LeBron's in public. Don't nobody wear Barkley, Shaq's, anything in public like Jordan.
I wear Barkley's in public. Chill out.
As a rookie, this man averaged 28, 6, and 5. As a does it matter who was on this man's team?
Wait.
As a rookie, he averaged 28, 6, and 5, shooting 84% from the free throw line with 2.5 steals a game. As a rookie, mind you, he left college the year before in North Carolina where he won the national championship.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're only
He wasn't even important on that team.
Like he didn't hit the game-winning shot. But we'll move past that.
I seen them
Third year in the league, this man averaged 37 points a game, 4.5 assists, 5 boards.
What did he do? Did he win the MVP his third year like LeBron James?
How many
Did he score 25 straight points against a team in the playoffs and take his team to the finals?
No, his rookie year, he scored 63 against Larry Bird and the Celtics. That's what he did.
No, he did it his second year in the playoffs, but nice try. Other than that, LeBron James, what's Jordan's averages? Tell me right now.
Jordan's career averages, we'll break it into 2 careers.
Okay.
In his Chicago career.
And then he went to go strike out 200 times as the White Sox in AA, and then he came back.
And then as a 37, 38, and 39-year-old man for the Washington Wizards, he put up 21, 4.5 assists, and 6 boards at 37, 38, and 39.
But the man was taking 24 shots a game, 25.
He's a volume shooter. That's why people say Kobe. I don't understand how people say Kobe's the best ever when he's a clone. His game is Michael Jordan's game, so you can't say Kobe Bryant is better than Michael Jordan. They're one and the same person. They literally give me the ball. Everyone, go to the other side of the court. I'm going to ISO, get fouled, or just drop buckets. Yes, of course they're bucket getters. LeBron James make people better. There's a reason when Michael Jordan left, the Bulls still made the playoffs, and they lost to the Knicks. Scottie Pippen is no joke.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
He has one more than
6 of them.
Robert Horry is better. No,
Robert Horry was on
rings.
teams.
Okay, he has 7 rings though. You're talking about rings.
Jordan
We're talking about basketball.
Okay, Robert Horry has 7 rings. Michael Jordan earned 6 rings.
Wait, but that's why they call him Big Shot Rob, right?
Yeah. Big Shot Rob, okay, but what happened in the rest of his game?
We doing this, it would be Bill Russell, to be honest.
He say, okay, so
Bill Russell played against centers.
He got 1 ring to put on his head.
Exactly.
He got 1 ring to put on his head.
Bro, Bill Russell can't even walk, man. He got a little wheelchair. You know, I continue. Come on, LeBron's second year, 27, 30 or 31, won the MVP, 31, 7, and 6. The man shoots for his career 74% of the free throw line. Like I said, he has to work on that. Other than that, three-pointing, 34% awful, but he's gotten better.
No, he's on
40%, 37%. This year he's shooting 41%. Let's see LeBron James from the field. His rookie year, 41%. It's only gone up. 1 year he shot 56. Last year, 54%. This year he's shooting 58% from the field. And it's not even just layups and getting to the foul line. The man has a jump shot now. The man will look at you, do his little Jordan impersonation, and he will drop buckets on you. He has a shot now. That's why he's dangerous.
Is he still getting better? Because his averages are keep going
But
up.
the thing is, I don't even know if
Just
LeBron's
keep
getting
going up.
better. I think LeBron's just like, there's just days that he wants to try, and there's days that he doesn't try, and he still plays well. Like, I'm not surprised at anything LeBron James does anymore. I am not surprised. I expect that from him. All those fadeaways. Like, there was one game what was the game? I think it was last year that, I think it was against the Hawks. He was running out the corner by the wing, and he just shot the three like that, fading away, and he hit it, and he just jogged back. Like, that's normal for him. He does it in his sleep. Like, I don't get surprised by what he does anymore. It's just wild.
True. I'm not ready to call him the best player yet until he retires. He still got the asterisk from the finals in that Dallas series, because that's the only
time I'll say that he disappeared against the Mavericks. But other than that, did Jordan have to play 4 All-Stars? 2 of them are Hall of Famers, no doubt.
Jordan gave himself better challenges. He would spend the night out gambling the night before playoff games, 3 o'clock in the morning, at the club, at the casino, then show up with the flu game. No, my man's is hungover, got food poisoning, and still dropped a nice little 30-piece on him. Come on now. He gave himself real challenges.
Who did he have to play?
He played the best pick and roll combination ever to
Bro,
walk
they were
the
36 years old already.
Okay,
he won his first ring against Magic Johnson, who was literally dying of AIDS, and that's why Kanye West talks about the AIDS, because if everybody got money, then no one's gonna pass away. Come on, man, he beat AIDS. He had AIDS. He was retiring. James Worthy was out that series. I think Kareem was out that series too. That's an easy ring. Second time, who do you play? I think Clyde Drexler. That's it. Yeah. Tell me.
7 threes. Oh yeah, 7 threes. The man went stupid.
The little shrug, but that's it. Clyde
in the first half.
His third year, who does he play? Charles Barkley. World skip, Charles Barkley, his little fat shit. He can't do anything. That's done. Fourth, then he retires. He goes strikes out a couple of times. He comes back.
His dad died.
He plays the Sonics.
He wanted to go play baseball.
He wanted to go play baseball for his dad, and his dad's disappointed because Michael Jordan struck out 200 times each year. He's like, you know what? I am so trash at this. Let me come back to basketball and show them why I'm the best of my generation. So he came. He played Gary Payton and Sean Kemp. That series, Gary Payton wasn't that old, but he was already in his 30s. Sean Kemp, that shows you Michael Jordan's good. But then he plays John Stockton and Karl Malone, who are 35 and 36 years old. They can't even move. They cannot move.
The same statements will be made about that entire Spurs team then. LeBron played the equivalent of that when he played the Spurs in the 2014 and 2013.
That's not true, because the Spurs.
Besides Kawhi, name one young person on that Spurs team.
The Spurs had Kawhi Leonard.
Danny Green.
Okay,
that's all they had.
Danny Green can't do anything right in life. The man gets cut for fun.
No, but in that finals, he broke Ray Allen's record.
In the finals that they won, he contributed. In the finals that they lost in the 2013 finals,
Danny Green for those 2 years, he was hitting threes with his eyes closed. Patty Mills was balling. All these people were literally they had a rejuvenation of life because when they lost, they came back and won. Yeah. And Kawhi Leonard was already coming up. Tim Duncan was already old. Don't get me wrong, he was super old, but he was just like. I think he had 1 or 2 years left, and that's it. He gave it all those years. He got his 5th ring. He's like, that's it. I'm already the best ever. Let me go home. Let me spend time with my family. Let me wear my little flannels, gang stuff that he always does. Remember that meme? He goes like that. Just, I don't know, bro. It's just Kawhi was already there. Now with LeBron, he's going against the Warriors. The first time he lost, I understand, but then they go get Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, you will always be.
You can't blame the Warriors.
You can't blame Durant. I'm not gonna blame Durant. No, but that's what I'm saying. You're basically taking credit. Like LeBron James posted a triple-double against them. How much fire? Like they have too much firepower. You could shut down Durant. Curry's gonna hit 3 threes in a row. You could shut down Curry. Klay Thompson. He literally. I think he's better than Jimmy Butler, no doubt. They got Kevin Durant. Klay Thompson's still averaging 20 a game. Klay Thompson goes to his own team. He's putting up 25 a game.
Klay Thompson averages 5 dribbles a game. The man don't dribble. He just
catch, shoot. Right, Clay, that team is too lethal. It's way too lethal. Like maybe this year, I don't even know this year. Like, yeah, they have Dwayne Wade, who 36-year-old Dwayne Wade, but at the same time, we got to see because it's still Dwayne Wade.
When he gets to the
I
playoffs,
got
he's
nothing but
26.
I got nothing but respect for Dwayne Wade. It's Dwayne Wade. That's why I feel like if they go to the finals this year, the Cavs have a shot just because LeBron James has Dwayne Wade, who in my eyes is the best 1-2 combo that I've ever seen in my life because I never got to see Jordan and Pippen play. I got to see LeBron and Wade play, and
They were too.
speechless.
Yeah,
They're too nasty. They're too nasty. The full court passes, everything, knowing where they want to act. Let me throw the alley. I don't even got to know people there. You know, LeBron's flying from the sky. He's going to dunk it. Like, it's just wild. It's crazy. Better than that, you got Michael Jordan. You got LeBron James. Irvin Magic Johnson. You guys let us know. Comment, subscribe, share with your friends, your family. We'll be back next week. We're going to be talking a little about football, our Super Bowl picks. What else are you going to be talking about next week?
Playoff
Super Bowl
picks.
picks. Who's going to be the MVP we think so far in the NBA season. And that's pretty much it. We'll see you guys again next week, and thank you.